Right, sorry about that, guys. Got a phone call just there. Yeah, so where were we? I think a shipwreck occurred during a journey from Sintra to Skellige, which took the lives of the urchin. You know what? I'm not going to read this one whole because the video stopped where this was there when I was reading. I don't know where I am, so you can read this one in your own time. So, um, let's see. Anything else? Oh, there's some loot over here. Some loot over here. Vial and dumpling. Quicksilver solution. Extinguish. I don't know why I did that, but hey. Right. I think there's books probably over here. Yeah, there's books. Powers of the North, Novigrad. Hold on. Are these all the same? Sword for witches. Okay, you know what? This is pretty good. Powers of the North, Novigrad. No one can claim to have travelled the Northern Realms who has not been to Novigrad. If I were forced to list what during my many meanderings has made the greatest impression on me, it would be precisely this great and yet at the same time free city, a metropolis worthy of the empire. Its only flaw is that the civilization Nilfgaard carries within her has not yet enlightened it. That is why hordes of reactionary cultists of the Eternal Fire dwell in the midst of its excellent buildings and superb commercial infrastructure. One feels as though superstition is how the local hierarch and his temple guard cement their power over the city dwellers, and many they are to control. For the city count no less than 30,000 of inhabitants. While strolling through its fabulous port surrounded by marvels of architecture, it is hard to imagine that centuries ago Novigrad was a mere minor elven townstead. When the city fell into the lands of the Nordlings, its problems grew exponentially. Far as is well known, the people of the north can do a great many things, but peaceful and orderly cohabitation is not one of them, and so Novigrad first belonged to Redania and then fell under Temerian rule, until finally, after endless compromises and bargains, it at last became a free city. But is the city truly free? I dare to doubt it. Redanian influence makes itself felt too strongly on every street corner, and the fact that the city is located within Rodovid's territory speaks for itself. While wandering the city streets, I came across 4 watermills, 8 banks, and nearly 19 pawn shops. There are also a great many houses of simple pleasures such as taverns and brothels, and Novigrad's commitment to matters of faith is borne witness as to by the fact that the city contains no less than, I kid you not, 19 temples to the Eternal Fire. Eternal Fire was in the first game as well. What more can be said? I think Novigrad has all the makings of the capital of the world, and perhaps that is what it will one day become. First, however, someone needs to bring order to within her walls, which is probably us. A sword for witches. So, who are the hunters, you ask? Folk like you and yours, I reply. The decent kind, haters of lies, doers of good, the kind who live according to the God's laws and nature's laws too. Those disgusted by the machinations of witches, magicers and non-humans. All that separates us from common folk is that we've the courage to take up arms to defend our lands from evil, to slice out the gangrene that eats us from within. We haven't a leader, we haven't forts or land. Though God's-fearing Radovid supports us with his gold at times, we have not sworn him nor any other ruler any oath. We serve only the Eternal Fire, and we listen only to our own conscience. Who can join us? Any who is right of soul and sound of body. You can find us in every larger city in the north. We will give you board, lodging, and a weapon. We will explain how to spot the telltale signs of evil, birthmarks and strange and arcane shapes, smooth skin on a matron aged more than 30 springs, and black cats kept in the yard, to name but a few. We will show you how to defend yourself from witchcraft, how to tame and snuff out magic elements with Dimeritium. We will instruct you how to squeeze the sinners' darkest secrets out of them with a hot iron, and how to grant them cleansing death with the help of sacred fire. So this is basically Witcher stuff right there. See what's here to loot. Smoking pipe and dried fruit. Dried fruit is really good for vitality regeneration. And a portrayal of the elder races. What is a non-human? The answer is simple. As the very name suggests, it is something which resembles and yet nevertheless is not a human. Though it walks on 2 legs, speaks a tongue similar to our own, and dresses in similar attire, it's all the same. It has more in common with base breast than noble man. Dwarves are like moles. They feel best underground and avoid direct sunlight. They like to live in filth, forever smudging themselves in mud and slime. They love everything that can be found within the earth, rocks, metal, minerals, and all shape and colour. It is also said that, like their kindred moles, they feed most readily on worms, roaches, and other night crawlers. Halflings, for their part, are more reminiscent of gophers, fat, lazy, and loud in that typical rodent way. Their minds are filled with thoughts of food and drink, which they steal from other nobler beasts and greedily squirrel away in their hovels. They are marked by a cruel craftiness. You could be dying of hunger and they would not share a meal with you. You could be howling from poverty and they could be swimming in gold, and yet they would still fleece you to the last crown. You could do nothing but good to them and they would still stab a knife in your back. Elves in turn seem related to the birds of prey that dwell in far-off Zeracania. They care most of coloured feathers. They would most readily spend all day staring at their reflections in the water and singing their own praises. They are so awash in self-love that they no longer feel any desire towards members of the opposite sex of their own species. Their appearance, unquestionably pleasant to the eye, is highly misleading, for they are extraordinarily cruel, and any who judge them by looks alone they first dupe and then kill in cold blood. The best proof of this? The so-called Squayatel, bandits that claim to fight for freedom, but in truth only long to kill humans. That's a lie. All these vile so-called elder races are, to our great fortune, slowly dying out. Joy fills the heart of every night-thinking man at the thought that his great-grandchildren will never know them, that in their day dwarves, halflings and elves will be mere fairy-tale characters used to scare young, impressionable children. See, that's just showing basically the racism that's going around in this... Oh, cutscene to Yennefer.
Geralt, that tunic, you look positively smashing.
Dying to take it off.
I'd consider that
Can
a
imagine.
position under different circumstances. One I might even take you up on. But we've matters to attend to.
Do we?
Now do you understand why I'm at Emir's court?
It seems we're in the same boat now. Ciri, she's really back? No chance he's mistaken?
Look, that's more or less what she looks like now. Or so our agents claim.
Ooh, older.
Our little witch has grown into a young lady.
Yeah, all grown up.
How about that? She's grown up?
It's been years since you trained together at Kaer Morhen.
Yep.
A great deal has changed.
You haven't. Not a bit.
I missed those awkward compliments of yours. But let's focus on Ciri, all right?
Right. Emir said the Wild Hunt's after her. I'd find that hard to believe before what happened yesterday. How did they track us down?
Because of me. You see, I've spent months searching for Ciri, using locating spells, haruspicy, geomancy, anything, really. I knew the Wild Hunt might sense it. Perhaps
Of course they are, because they're powerful
I
magic.
thought I'd tricked them.
Well, guess you were wrong.
The only person who can stop them is
I've
Geralt.
sensed them on my trail, hunting me for some time. If not for you and Emir's soldiers, they'd have gotten what they were after. I can't risk another encounter like that. It's time to put away the magic, turn to more traditional methods. To the best tracker I know. You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
What's the Wild Hunt want from Ciri?
The Wild Hunt? What could it want from Ciri?
I've no clue, Geralt. Might have written them to ask, but I don't have their address.
Nah, lol.
I know as much as you do. It must be about her blood. Her gift. As for what the Hunt wishes to do with that gift, I'd prefer not to think about it, really.
So where's Ciri been seen?
So where's Ciri been seen exactly?
In two places. Velen and Novigrad.
Hmm.
The trail in Velen is most promising. You should make that your first stop. Ask for a merchant named Hendrik at the inn at the crossroads. One of the Emperor's agents. He should get in touch with you.
That's it? No passwords? Secret handshakes?
None. Sorry to spoil your fun. Your boyhood fantasies about the crafts of the trade. All we have in Novigrad are unconformed reports, rumors. But there you will have the help of our mutual acquaintance. Triss Merigold.
Yeah, Triss Merigold, I think she was going to say
got a
that.
cozy flat on the main square.
Sure she'll be delighted to see me. What about you? What will you do?
I shall sail for Skellige. There was a magic explosion there recently, blew half a forest down. I believe this had something to do with Ciri. I'll be in Caer Trold. Join me there once you've learned something.
Okay. Before we part, why didn't you contact me earlier? Yeah, why didn't you?
One thing before we go. Why didn't you contact me? Didn't need me? Didn't even want to see me?
I didn't want to spoil things. I'd heard you and Triss made a great couple.
Yen, I'd lost my memory.
Really? That's your excuse?
He actually did. And the second one he actually did.
All right. It's not what you think, or it helped me understand how much I love you. I don't wish to hear it. Any of it.
Time to get going.
Guess this means we need to split up again. Not my preference, but I understand. Clock's ticking.
It is indeed. So why don't I teleport you to Velen, get you there at once?
Not gonna happen. I'll go on horseback as soon as I can get changed.
Oh, and you really look quite dashing in black velvet.
Think so? Maybe I can have some of my armor lined with it. Good luck, Yen.
Same to you. And if you wish to learn what's happened in the world while you and Vesemir roamed the wilderness, talk to Ambassador Varatra. That's him over there. And Geralt,
Okay.
I know it's wartime, but try not to be a hero, alright? Just check those leads and come back to me, in one piece. I shall be waiting.
Alright, nice little smooch right there. Retrieve your equipment from the Chamberlain. Right, I'm guessing there's more books. Yeah, there is. 1, 2, 3. Wait, what? Oh, she is teleporting. What she does best. So many things to read. Oh, Sword for Witches, we've already seen that. Dominion Ore. The Last Wish. Is that not the book, The Last Wish? Hold on. Apple Juice, Sour Mug. What was that? What was that? Collected verse of Gonzalo Vercio. Huh, there's some interesting reads here. Rusty Bread Knife. Sword for Witches, which we've already read. The Wild Hunt. Royal Lineages of the North, we've read that. Letter to Yennefer. Okay. Yennefer, my dear friend, thank you for your letter. Forgive me for not answering your earlier attempt to reach me via Megascope. I am trying to limit my managed communication to the absolute minimum. One never knows who's listening, don't you agree? I am delighted you have found a position of your gracious Emperor's court and wish you the best of luck in the search for his daughter. It is good to know that Emir's intentions for her have become more, how shall I put it, mundane. Perhaps in these circumstances an agreement regarding the lodge will prove possible after all. In response to your first question, I can state beyond all doubt that Ciri has not appeared anywhere south of the Yaruga. Believe me, I could recognize her magic signature in my sleep. I have not had any contact with Triss for a long time. I only know that things in Novigrad have taken an ill turn. She mentioned something earlier about fleeing to cover, but I am afraid that in the current political climate that amounts to an impossible daydream. I hope I will soon be able to join you in Vizima. First, however, I must take care of some unfortunate yet urgent matters in Beauclair. With my fondest regards, Fringilla Vigo. P.S. Thank you for the news about Geralt. He always seems to land on his feet, doesn't he? Alright. There's one other thing. Okay. That's Ciri.
Scars healed nicely.
Let me read the Wild Hunt one. Wild Hunt. From farmers and herdsmen, milkmaids to midwives, all the common folk of the continent whisper, sharing tales of a wraithly procession pounding across the sky. The Wild Hunt, they call it. Winds and gales, storms and blizzards arise when it is sighted, and all grows cold though the sun shone bright moments before. Some remember only the cold from the shock of the encounter and claim the riders come always in winter, but nay, this is not so. The hunt brings its own ice. Death and war gallop in its wake, or so this is superstition goes, yet evil enough is the hunt itself. It takes folk captive, youths most often in the prime of their wilding years, with 10 to 20 summers behind them. The hunt rushes in and they disappear, only to return long years later with no memory of what passed in the time between. Alright, so they actually capture young people. We've seen that one. They actually capture young ones. Okay. She who knows. Folks say there were 4 at first. The mother, she who knows, the Lady of the Wood, came here from a faraway land, and since she suffered terribly from loneliness, she made 3 daughters out of dirt and water. A long, long time ago, the mother was sole ruler of all Velen. Her daughters brought her the people's requests and served as her voice. Each spring, sacrifices of grain, animals and men were made to the Lady of the Wood on her special night. Yet, as the years passed, the Lady of the Wood slipped deeper and deeper into madness. Her madness eventually spread over the land. Men took to abandoning their homes and setting out into the bog, where they became food for beasts. Before long, Velen was drowning in blood. The daughters saw their land nearing destruction and took it upon themselves to save it. When spring came once more, and with it the night of sacrifices, they killed their mother and buried her in the bog. Her blood watered the oak atop Ard Serbin, and from then on the tree grew wholesome and hearty fruit for the people. As her lady's immortal soul, it refused to leave its beloved land, and so the sisters imprisoned it. To this day it lies trapped beneath the whispering hillock, where it thrashes about in powerless rage. Okay. Alright, okay, I think the rest of the books we actually did read anyway before we came in here. What's through here? No, it's locked. Okay, right, let's go get our gear now. We read this one, didn't it? Dried fruit, okay, that's fine. Empty bottle. Oh, lit. No more lit. Orange. Cool. Right.
Directly out of Nordling Tales.
Right, okay.
How might I serve the gentleman?
By returning my things.
Wait, what?
Citrus and cloves. The fragrance will keep the gentleman's robes fresh somewhat longer.
I'm gonna sell these robes.
Thanks, bunches.
The Emperor is not known for his patience. He wants his daughter back safe and sound, as soon as possible.
Yeah, mentioned something of the sort. So long.
Yeah, so long, man. Travel to Velen. Oh, there's quests here, I think. The world map. That's not really the world map, is it? There's a quest here. So we'll go here. Gather some herbs. This guy. Yep, a Nilfgaardian nobleman. No.
See you.
No, I'm not gonna play Gwent. Hold on, there's a quest here. Is it actually him? Are you serious? Is it actually him? Really? Is it actually him? Oh man. I have to play him at Gwent. Okay, we'll play you Gwent. I'll bet 5.
Wouldn't mind a few rounds of cards.
Hold on. Because I'm not really interested in the Gwent right now. But I'll keep, hold on, not Scoia'tael. I'm going to keep to Northern Realms. I'm going to get Zoltan Chibi, so add a card. There we are. And we'll start the game. Yeah. Okay. I will go first. This won't take long anyway, so. Place on your opponent's battlefield counts as. Nah, I don't want that. Oh shit, I shouldn't have done that. Play next to a card with the same name to double its strength of both cards. The same name? Really? You know, I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. Hold on, what does that say? Zoom, not R2. Poor fucking infantry. Place next to a card with the same name to double the strength of both cards. Okay. Right, we'll do the siege ones first. We'll do that. 10? Really? Okay, we'll put another siege down. Actually no, we'll do this one. Right, so what is my special ability again? Pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. Okay. Let's put him down. 15. He's gonna put 4. 16, huh? 7 cards left. What's the rain for again? Set strength of all siege combat. Let's siege. And sets the weather card, Biting Frost. Moves all weather card. Okay. Let's put it there. 16. 16 maybe? And I'll just pass the round next. Yeah, he's doing his bun cards, so I'm gonna pass it here. Yeah. 20? Really? I'm gonna pass. Yeah, I'm gonna pass. Let's see if he has something else. 5. Ah, he won. That's fine. Okay, that's fine. I'll get more cards then. How many cards you got? 7. I got 6. Ah, shit. Oh, he's got another lethal. Are you serious? Oh man. He got a lethal card. Is like, no. What the hell? Opponent has passed. Okay. But I need to win the round. Okay, we'll do that then. We'll do that. Win the round. The lethal goes off. Yeah. Let's see what he does now. Another lethal maybe? Your turn. Right, let's put this guy on. If he puts a siege card, I've got the weather. Oh, for crying out loud. 10. There's another 10 for you. Plus 1 more. Are you serious? Really? You leader card. Apply. Oh crap, yeah. 5. Oh shit. What? No way, 1. He's got 3 cards left. I've only got weather cards. You motherfucker. Damn it, man. Come on, man. Ah. Ugh. And then that's it. I'm done. I've lost it now. So, yep. And he's passed probably. Yep. So I lost that. Ugh. Defeat. Do I have to actually... Hold on. Is that it? Done? Oh, is that it done? Mini quest? Wait, what? I'll probably duffed that up actually, so I missed a quest there. Ugh. No? Is he not gonna... Yeah, he's not gonna give me it again.
See you.
Man. Okay, cool. Yeah, I didn't even press the button to be honest, so... Alright, cool. We will just, let's save it here because I don't wanna... Yeah. There we are. Alright.